Hello, Steve White, Steve Art 79. Well, the Oscars were last night, and I'm curious who won what. I've watched a couple of little videos. I have a little idea, but I haven't gone through the whole list. I thought I may as well do that in a video because I know I'm going to end up having an opinion about something. Now, performance by an actor in a leading role, I already know that Joaquin Phoenix won it, and I believe he deserved it. It was a great performance. It was a great film, but not the most enjoyable film because it's just so dark. It's brilliant, but I can understand some people not liking the film as a whole, but his performance, there's just no question he was the best. Who did he win over? No one interesting. Antonio Banderas, Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver, The Marriage Story, and Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes. Don't care about any of them. Performance by an actor in supporting role. Now, Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he gave a very nice speech. It seemed really, really heartfelt. I nearly cried when I was listening to him. I'm like, oh my God, he's getting all... Because he has been in the industry for a while, so he probably does appreciate something like this. He won over Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Oh, the Mr. Rogers film. I don't know how he did in that. I didn't see it. Anthony Hopkins in The Two Popes. Don't care. Al Pacino in The Irishman. I heard The Irishman was just phoned in. Joe Pesci in The Irishman. Yeah, not interested. Performance by an actress in a leading role. Well, I know that went to Renee Zellweger in Judy, and she was brilliant. I saw that. I loved it. She was great. I'm so glad she won that. Don't care about Scarlett Johansson in The Marriage Story. Didn't even know she was the other one in that film. I knew Kylo Ray. I knew Kylo was the main guy, but yeah, and yeah, Charlize Theron in Bombshell. I haven't heard anything outstanding about that, so I don't really care. Performance by an actress in supporting role nominees. Laura Dern in A Marriage Story. I still don't know if the film's any good. I haven't seen it. I know Laura Dern's a good actor, even though her character in Star Wars was kind of baffling. Her performances have always been solid, so I'm fine with that. Who'd she would have? Scarlett Johansson, don't care about her. Margot Robbie in Bombshell, I don't know if she was any good. Kathy Bates in Richard Jewell, I don't know if she was any good in those. I haven't seen a lot of the Oscar films, I'm just realising. Best Animated Feature Film of the Year. How to Train... No, where is it? Toy Story... What? Toy Story 4 won. Oh, okay. I thought something else won. So they won over... What? Missing Link, Klaus, I Lost My Body, and How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I thought Klaus was going to win. That's a pity. I hear that was really, really brilliant, animation-wise. Achievement in cinematography, we got 1917 was the winner. Well, that's good because they didn't get Best Film. They won over The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm not sure if it deserves it. I haven't seen it. Achievement in costume design, Little Women. Well, period costumes in period films always have a lot of work required in them, so I guess effort-wise that probably deserved it, but there's never anything remotely creative in them because they're just recreating the look of the period. So, and they're all period films, I think. I don't know about Jojo Rabbit, but The Irishman, The Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 60s, 80s, they're all I think period films. Achievement in directing nominees, Parasite. Oh, Parasite won director as well. See, now, I could have seen Parasite last night. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's any good. I could have seen it last night, but I didn't. And now I'm regretting it because I honestly, and I'm so dumb, I thought it was a horror movie. I thought it was a remake of the horror movie Parasite. And I'm like, why is this film getting so much attention? I thought maybe they took it seriously and were taking a serious look at what would happen if like a parasite infected people and how it would affect like people. I thought this was how this family was dealing with living through this sort of catastrophe, societal catastrophe or something. That's what I thought the film was. I didn't know anything about it except the name. And the assumptions that went along with that in my own head as a horror fan. And then I read a little blurb about it and I'm like, oh, it's actually about people trying to escape being poor and conning their way into upper society and stuff, and it's apparently really interesting. I'm like, damn, I should have seen it, but there was so little talk about it. I didn't hear any, like the publicity, obviously, I don't even know what the film's about, so they haven't done a good job publicising it. So far as what the film is about, not just the fact, oh, foreign language, Asian actors, Asian directors, that's all they've been talking about, just the race, politics, not the actual, what the film's about. I had no idea what it was about. It actually looks interesting. I'm probably going to see it, but God, I hate subtitles. I find myself just looking at the bottom of the screen all the way through the film, and I don't really take in the images, so I tend to avoid them. But it's so much easier on the big screen. I find on TV I can't concentrate, and I keep looking away from the screen, and I can't follow the subtitles. I hate them. Best Documentary Feature nominees: American Factory. I have no idea what that is. The Cave, Edge of Democracy, Fasama, Honeyland. I don't know what any of those ones that were nominated or what won. Best Documentary Short. Same thing. Don't know any of them. I hadn't heard about any of them. Can't tell if that's good or bad. Achievement in Film Editing. Ford versus Ferrari won. Okay, well, I guess there was a lot of editing in the car races and stuff, which would have been very difficult to film. Everything else seems fairly straightforward in the other films, so they probably didn't do anything amazing, so that's why they didn't win. Best International Feature Film of the Year nominees: Parasite, South Korea. Okay, they're up against a whole bunch of films I haven't heard of. I said France did a Les Miserables. Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling, Bombshell. Really? I guess they did a good job of making the actors look like the real people, but they didn't do anything creative. It's just basic. I think they did a bit more work in duty, but you could see the makeup lines. They were a bit too heavy where they drew in wrinkles and stuff. It wasn't the best makeup. Maleficent probably put the most effort in that. I think Maleficent should have won that, because just effort-wise, so much more work in that film. Achievement in Music written for motion pictures. Joker won. Okay. Nice. I didn't realise. Won over Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I'm glad Rise of Skywalker didn't win. Achievement in Music written for motion pictures. Original song. I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocketman. Oh, Elton John. I like Elton John more now. I used to hate him because I'm a Madonna fan, so I automatically hated him because they were always fighting. But I forgave him. I went and saw his concert. He was amazing. I'm glad he won that. I just hope he doesn't hold it over everyone else's head forever. And who did he win over? Diane Warren. No one else I know. Best Motion Picture of the Year nominees. Oh, we're down to Best Motion Picture. Parasite won for Best Director and Best Film. I thought it only won Best Director when I saw that. Wow. I'm surprised that The Irishman didn't get it, because it's such a Hollywood Oscar sort of film. And The Joker, just for being the underdog. In 1917, I thought would win because it's a historical war film and America loves war. They always celebrate it. I'm shocked that didn't win. I just assumed that was going to win. I didn't think about it twice. Achievement in Production Design, Once Upon a Time. Well, it's a period piece. They would have put a lot of effort into making it look like the 60s. Who else did they win over? Jojo Rabbit, 1917. I guess, yep, out of all those nominees, they're probably the best, but I would have thought some films like Star Wars would have put a lot more effort into the design factor. Best Animated Short Film nominees. Hair Love. I don't know any of these. Don't know if it deserved it. Best Live Action Short Film nominees. The Neighbour's Widow. Don't know any of these either. Achievement in Sound Editing. Ford versus Ferrari. Okay. Achievement Sound Mixing. 1917. Achievement in Visual Effects nominees. 1917 won. Okay, I guess they had a lot of realistic effects that didn't stand out. So the problem with films like Star Wars is you know it's all fake. So even if it looks real and they put in a lot of work and the effort factor is huge, you still know that it's not real. With something like 1917, you might be able to watch it and forget that you're actually not watching like a documentary from the time. So it probably deserved it. Adapted Screenplay, Jojo Rabbit. I'm glad it got something. Got nominated for a lot, didn't win anything until that. I guess that deserved it more over The Joker. But a lot of people were talking about Greta Gerwig doing a really good job of updating Little Women. So I'm surprised she didn't win that. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. Original screenplay nominees. Parasite won for that as well. I thought Knives Out would have won. And that's the end. So, a few surprises there. I really thought 1917 was going to win Best Film. I thought Knives Out would have won Best Screenplay. So, a few surprises there. I'm really glad Joaquin Phoenix won. I would have liked Joker to have won, but it probably wasn't the best film. If you want to look at the best film as being like the most enjoyable sort of film, it's very dark, it's very serious. It probably had the most important message, but it was probably not the best film in terms of just enjoyment and so forth, even though it did make over $1 billion. So I'm happy for Brad Pitt. Who I'm not happy for is Taika Waititi. Now, what did he win for? He got an Oscar for something, and he stuck it under the seat in front of him, on the floor, under the seat in front of him, which is just total disrespect. He does not deserve the Oscar. He's a troll. He trolls his fans. He trolls the sci-fi fans that don't like him. And, oh yes, so I didn't realise he wrote Jojo Rabbit. So I would have rather he not won that, because he didn't respect the Oscar. He shoved it on the floor under the seat in front of him like it was trash. And that's what I think he is, frankly, treating the Oscar like that. And it's really sad, because until then I thought he was really hot. When I first saw him in interviews, because I like my Kiwis, I thought he was really hot. And it's like, no, you're just a jerk. You're just a douche. So, yeah, I'll just end on that uplifting opinion of him not deserving the Oscar and shoving it on the floor under the seat in front of him like trash. Charming. But let's see what happens next year. Feel free to share, like, comment, let me know what you think. Comments are fun. Bye.